Laos has given itself until 2030 to clear its unexploded bombs. At the rate it has cleared them for the past 30 years, the work finishes in 2125. Between 1964 and 1973, in a bombing campaign the United States ran in secret and never declared, it dropped more than 2 million tons of ordnance on Laos, a neutral country. The reason was Vietnam. North Vietnamese supply lines ran through Laos, and American planes were trying to cut them off with a plane load every 8 minutes around the clock for 9 years. More than 270 million of what fell were small bombs from cluster bombs, each one about the size of a soup can. Roughly a third never actually went off, leaving something like 80 million live bombs sitting in rice fields, forests, and schoolyards. The National Clearance Program has now been at this for 30 years. It has destroyed over 2 million explosive items and cleared about 1,015 square kilometers, with roughly 2,000 confirmed hazardous square kilometers still waiting. So a third of the confirmed hazardous land took 30 years, and the confirmed land is only what surveyors have checked. Independent estimates put the share of all contaminated land actually cleared at 2 to 3%. Nobody in Vientiane expects to clear it all by 2030, but a deadline brings in donor money. Telling the donors the real completion year is 2125 does not. And while the clearing drags on, some of the poorest people in the world are living on top of the bombs. The poorest districts get by on $4 to $5 a month. Contamination still affects about a quarter of the country's villages, and clearance teams can turn up 100 explosive items in a single day's work in one village. In January 2025, Washington froze the aid paying for much of this, and 4,000 trained disposal workers were stood down. In the first 10 months of 2024, before that happened, unexploded ordnance killed 9 people in Laos and injured 39. Around 20,000 have been killed or maimed since the bombing stopped, and 40% of them were children. The United States has put about $391 million into clearing Laos since 1995. The bombing itself cost about $17 million a day. The entire cleanup contribution has equaled roughly 23 days of bombing.